in Afghanistan, Iraq, they live in that sort of that already. They live in their little tribal area, but guess what? They're at war with the tribe that's 2 miles down the road. They never see each other, but they go to war over that guy stole my goat, or that guy's uncle took, something from us a long time ago, and that feud is there. And so they are constantly combating each other on that. And it's just, to us as Americans, when we go over there and we figure this out, we're like, what the heck is going on here? Why, how can you guys live like this? Because we follow under one command, right?
It kind of sounds refreshing. It's like fight your neighbor over a goat.
Yeah.
Like get back to some local wars again. Gangs of New York.
Yeah. I mean, that's how our country was formed.
I know. That's what I was thinking about the UK. I mean, that's right. You had the lords, you had these little sections that were, some people were just, some people were unjust. Then it kind of goes wrong. I guess the king is that just takes too much power, and that's why it's become what it was. And then it makes me think about our favorite movie, The Patriot.
Nice. Oh, Mel.
It's a phenomenal movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
America's based on that. What
Cornwallis.
would it take for the UK to rise up again? Would they? Could they?
Well, I think, firstly, stop insulting England. Secondly, it is interesting to think of how does a nation expand and contract and ultimately implode and fail. I see Tucker on something the other day, and he was asking, why did Britain, he was on Piers Morgan, like, aren't British people mad that the First World War and Second World War essentially bankrupted that nation and drove it into decline? And it's been on my mind since I heard him say that, and I thought, what is the stain on the national character of a fallen empire?
Could they even, if they wanted to, in the UK, revolt?
They won't be able to. While British power globally and economically has completely, imploded after those wars, it's a deep power. It's like it runs deep families, aristocracy, institutions. Like the idea of overthrowing all of that in the UK, it's sort of hard. It's very good at absorbing and redirecting dissent in the UK. It's good at absorbing it and redirecting it and protecting it.
Even the whatchamacallit, that y'all have a holiday where they celebrate the dude who tried to overthrow it.
Good old guy, folks.
Yeah.
Celebrate him by burning him. Yeah, you're right, by burning a dissenter, a Catholic dissenter. Britain's good somehow at maintaining it. But, like in Bulgaria, about a week ago in Bulgaria, there was a general strike across the population and the whole government had to resign. And I know we sort of think of like Balkan countries and little countries as not being sort of comparable to long established former imperial powers. But actually, I do think that's what all this is about. I think there are going to be big revolutions in coming years. God, it's not that long ago since Russia, the Russian, French and American revolutions aren't that long ago, really. None of them are that long. Like that, there's that famous, some kind of quip. Was the French Revolution a good thing? Someone saying, was too early to say. Yeah. Like, that's one of the things that people, some sort of quip or whatever. Anyway, I just feel like because things are getting so fast now, change is happening so quickly, I feel like you could see, in the same way as Napster collapsed an entire record industry and the record industry had to reformulate, you could see it, and what's happening, as we were discussing in media, you could see it happening in politics now. It did happen a bit, like in Europe, some like new parties came from nowhere into ascendancy. A political party called Podemos won in Spain. And Spain is not like, UK, Germany, France, but it's still a significant, nation. And then, Beppe Grillo in Italy, and even Zelensky increasingly does look like he was always a puppet, and it was always a bit of a scam. But you're seeing new political movements forming and getting in power very quickly.
El Salvador, you went to El Salvador, did you see?
Right.
Did you feel that I know what they're trying to do to talk about all the changes of it. Did you feel that when you went there, like something's happening here from an outside?
Yeah. You can feel that something's happening there, but it does feel also pretty colonial. You feel like they've worked out in El Salvador that there's a branding opportunity through Bitcoin and stuff like that. And if Costa Rica can create this Pura Vida thing, what's the El Salvadorian equivalent of it. I think it's really good leadership, and it's pretty amazing to change a country from like that kind of murder rate to what they've achieved in El Salvador. It's really, really impressive and unbelievable in a way. But those changes always come at a cost. You end up building super jails and banging up gangs and arresting, jailing people without trial and all of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video. Have a look at this one over here, or join us Monday, Wednesday and Friday on Rumble.